Okay, everyone, we are live. It is Arsenal Fan Circle. We're taking to the skies one more time with Tony here as the co-pilot.
I'm in the
You like that?
co-pilot chair again.
You like that seat, Tony, don't you?
Yeah, I get to
Co-pilot seat.
talk and speak my mind and not get interrupted. Imagine that.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little bit like Kieran Tierney would if Granit Xhaka wasn't on the field. Kieran Tierney would feel a little bit more like he could take on the ownership of the team, the captainship of the team. You feel more empowered. It's me and you, Tony, speaking
Yep.
for now until Gary gets back, until Sam gets back, until maybe Alonso's going to join us tonight. Not sure about that. But yeah, the Sunday show, listen, had a little bit of a hitch with the wife, the missus. Uh, she, she had a problem with the car and needed to use the cables uh, to get the car going again. So yeah, 2 hours later, but it's a different time zone. It's 4 o'clock here. It's 10 o'clock in South Africa, and it's 9 o'clock in the UK, and I think it's 1 o'clock in the Pacific Coast time, stand time.
Stan's having lunch.
But one thing that's universal with Arsenal, no matter what the time zone, Tony, is that they can show you what they're all about. And we saw today with a preseason game. Now, I'm going to add the caveat that it is a preseason game. We shouldn't really get too excited. But as you can see in my caption here, I think we need at least two more players to start the season with.
I still think we need probably four more.
Minimum two. Minimum two. And those two I would like. We're going to have to do something with the strikers situation. Something's got to happen there. I don't see any situation where Lacazette can be helped in the scoring stakes. I'm really getting worried about Aubameyang, Tony, and of course we know what Eddie can do and Martinelli if given the chance. But is this manager going to give Martinelli the chance that he needs this season?
Yeah, we won't know. He's not to have a preseason with him since he's over in the Olympics, which hurts us. He'll be behind. Arteta didn't seem to favor him last season. Eddie isn't good enough. Balogun needs a loan. Balogun should have got some minutes with us last season, but he didn't. So we really need another young striker. We need a top world class striker because both Uba and Lacazette's on the wrong side of time. So I think that's why we've been linked with three or four strikers between 40 and 70 million pounds.
The captain is here. Gun News, thanks for joining, and John, I think Revenant is here. Hey lads, hope you're all well. And Gun News, I just sent you the link, my here. So if you do want to join, that's brilliant. We'd love to have you on board. Holding things, lads. That guy is not good enough to be a centre back at Arsenal. Bellerin's still there. What's new? Arsenal things. Definitely Holding should not be starting centre back. You know, and he's going to be the backup. He's going to be the backup. Dissembled. Good to see you. And of course, Stephen. Thanks for joining here. Hey, F me. I gave you a couple of minutes and you're early. Well, I'm always being razzed about that, Stephen. They're always giving me crap about starting a little bit late. So
I don't give you crap. I just know it's Irish time, and that's when we're going to start late. Even though we did have a 2-hour rain delay before our flight got taken off today. There's Mahir.
Hi, Mahir. How are you?
Yo, what's happening, guys?
How you doing? Good to see you back, brother.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a blur in this past 2 weeks. Yeah, man. It's good to be back, though. It's good to be back with you guys,
And look, I haven't said too much, Mahir, about it, so I want to be respectful. So yeah, we can take this however you want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, guys, unfortunately,
completely up to you, Mahir.
Yeah. as you guys do know, I'm the co-host here. Just I've gone through a really rough 2 weeks. I lost my best friend, my cousin, who was actually a huge gooner. He's the one that actually got me supporting Arsenal, and we lost him to I think it was COVID. He went to the hospital. He was struggling to breathe, and then picked up pneumonia while he was in hospital. And just like that, he was just like that within like 3 4 days of him struggling, he was gone. And like it's sorry guys,
Well,
it's still very real.
hmm
Like,
yeah,
it's unreal that I won't be able to watch a game with him or basically get to talk to him again. But
yeah, yeah.
I really appreciated you guys' love and support during the time.
We feel you.
And I'm sure
We feel
he's in a much better place. Probably
you.
laughing at how Arteta is
Yeah,
he's screwing a beautiful club up, man. But he's in a better place, so I take comfort in all of you guys' messages and
yeah. Listen, we're a community here. Like you said, your cousin, he's looking down at us now and he's laughing, making us spinning out of control about a friendly. Big gooner, big gooner.
but like I speak to him every. You know what? Maybe the Almighty like brought him closer because like whenever I want to speak to him, there's no internet disconnection or anything. But like I speak to him every day, like
Mhm.
I say to him, look at this guy, look at this clown. He's taking 2 steps forward and 15 steps back. Yeah, man, appreciate all the guys. It is good to be back. It's just, I mean, it's still a little bit unreal because, yeah, like I say, it was my best friend. I mean, I've got a lot of close friends, a lot of people I love, but like, there's nobody. It's gonna be really hard for years and years and years and years. I don't think that pain like will ever go away.
Yeah, yeah. Your cousin was young as well, my hair, right? In his 30s.
At my age,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, we actually found a picture. I think his mother sent my mom a picture, and I was joking to say, it's 25 years we've known each other. I'm literally 32, and we found a picture of us together since we were one. So I was like, it really has been our full entire lives. Maybe we'll probably put in the same cribs in the hospital together. Like yo.
You're destined to be gooners together, brothers together, and cousins together throughout life. So listen,
Yeah.
like I said to you, all you can do is take comfort in the good memories that you had with your cousin, and respect him and in everything that you do. You'll do for him. He'll be watching over you, and
Of course,
Tell him
of
to help us
course.
get rid of Zaka.
all we can do, all we can do is take comfort in each other here, and um, the ultimate loss is the loss of a family member, and it is tough. And oh
I really appreciate all the love, guys. And like I say, right, Tony, it's good to be back, man.
yeah,
It
I
really is good to be back.
totally left it up to you as well, Mahir. You just said you wanted to jump on here, so please feel free to stay as long as you can or as little as you want. You know what I mean? Jump in and out if you want. So yeah, listen. We, as Steven said, we're shit and we know we are. We shit and we know we are. Make a song out of that. You know. Um, Tony,
Same old. God.
Tony and I were on yesterday as well, my here, and we're talking about all things Arsenal. We just got together, had a little chat about everything, and a lot of the things we said yesterday are um, still current today, Tony. In terms of Arsenal and what we have, what we're missing, in terms of what we need.
Yeah,
Um,
the show started off bright yesterday, kept getting dimmer, got dark, storm clouds came in.
True, yeah. I mean,
Was it a
You look at that,
premonition of today's game or the
look at that
season to
live
come? Who knows?
look at that live stream from yesterday. It was bright. Everything was nice looking, and by the end of the live stream, it's a little bit like Arsenal. Cloud, dark with lightning um,
Yeah,
coming down.
once we started talking about how bad we are getting rid of players, everything turned dark on us.
So yeah, listen, Lumber Camp. It was good to have you yesterday. It's good to have you again. Passing at the back was actually laughable. This all, for me, it all starts through Bern Leno. He's absolutely excruciatingly terrible at knowing when to be able to give midfielders and fullbacks and defenders the ball. Um, Lundberg's camp said, I told you guys we have Southampton level right backs. None of these guys are good enough. And if one thing's crystal clear, Tony, from this game, Hector Bellerin, mad passing to Tammy Abrams. Hector, he's not even an Arsenal player yet. Don't be passing to him. Give him the ball in the center of the box, and he puts it away against Leno. So laughable stuff. The defenders had me passing out. What the F was? Yeah, Bellerin. What was Bellerin doing there?
Yeah, what Bella, like a female. Bella, yes. I'm sure there's better female footballers in this.
Of course.
I'm not gonna swear. I'm just gonna call him a bellend. But like ballerina, bellend, Bella.
I don't know what he's doing there when he sounds like he's just a few days away from completing his loan to Milan.
Tony,
no
the funny thing is, Tony, you know what I saw today? Somebody was saying on their channel, if Inter Milan, Bellerin is so worthless. If Inter Milan want him right now, what we should do is we should loan him out for his last 2 years and then just tell him you can stay there for free. He's so useless.
Even wants to know how bad is Partey's injury. I'm hearing 6 weeks, Tony.
Oh, shit.
I haven't heard any time frame, just Arteta saying it looked bad, but you never know with those. Sometimes the ones that look bad are the ankle sprains you recover from the fastest. So you never know.
Samble said, question is this good enough? He's got what he wants. I don't believe that Arteta's got what he wants right now. I believe Bellerin will either go out on loan or re-sign. And my caption here is Samble and Lumber Camp, Stephen, is we need two. In Ireland, when you're playing Gaelic football, you put it down as A.N.Other because you don't actually know who you're going to put on the field. The name is A.N.Other, like Andrew Neil Other. we need two of those.
You Irish have harder to pronounce names, though.
Three.
Or at least with spellings weird on the names.
So, writing in my notes, Tony, no White, no Saka, no Gabriel, no partner for Partey, no A.N.Others, and we're weak. We can't put our full side out. We can't put a Ben White out, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel, a partner for Partey that's yet to be signed. Sambi, it seems, has been...
You got it right.
I got it right. I've been learning. It seems Sambi has been pushed down to second preference now in relation to Granit Xhaka coming back into the fold. So this is the problem we have. This is our strength in depth. This is adversity. This is suspensions. This is injuries that we're going to get, Tony. And we actually need to go out into the market and go and buy a couple more players. We've got 3 in the door. We need a couple more at least. Mahir wants 3 more.
I would say at least another 3.
Yeah, I think minimal 3. Another 3.
And can I run a few names past you guys? Just all the names that we've been.
Go for it.
I would see
because Taib here yesterday. Taib, who was Arteta, he was like, "Can we do some transfer news?" So throw out a few names there.
I got the full list here too.
There we go. On the ball. My names I'm basically looking at is even gamble wise right now. We can go and get them immediately. So I'm looking at I know we haven't been linked to Bazuma, like rambling on. That's gonna be 35 mil. Sabitzer, I know he's old. He's 28 from RB. I think it's RB Leipzig, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, yep.
That's going to be 15 million to get that deal done.
Mm-hmm.
That's another midfielder. Awar, we do know from
Usamawa,
Leon,
Leon.
quality player. I would take a gamble. That's only going to be 25 million. Already you've brought in two out of the possible three for 40 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's a gamble, Ray and Tony, that's like what's taking you guys 20 years
It
to
makes
go
no
after
sense
even
because
these.
last year they wanted 50 million for him. He was our top target. Now we're just kind of like, yeah.
Eh, yeah, exactly. Like, how do we offer? And we offered what they were looking for. Now, how do we not go back in if he's cut price at 15 from 50? Ah,
Yeah, we
Neves,
offered 35
Bazuma.
for him. Now we're just kind of,
We could literally sell, and the funny thing is, we could literally sell Xhaka and bring Sabitzer straight in with that 15 mil, and now we're haggling about uh oh, we need to protect the value, so we're gonna offer Bellerin a new contract, and Xhaka, you also, we need to protect your value until we just get rid of these damn players. Just get rid of them
Yeah,
for a bag of chips and a coke,
yeah,
please. I'll give them to you freely, just like that.
yeah.
One bag of chips and two cokes.
Exactly. Lombard Camp said Chelsea's lone army could have beaten us 4-1 today. Just shows you how crap we are. We'll be lucky to finish eighth again. Um,
Same mistakes.
Lombard Camp, he spent money on these defenders. Apparently, we've got the former City defensive coach. He came to Arsenal with MR. Arteta. City have improved defensively since these two have left City. Arteta out, says Taib. Um,
Yes, sir.
if I started saying yes, we got White, the divs around here would be knocking on my door for coke or crack.
uh,
Mr. White, you know. It's a
Mr. White.
Breaking Bad as well. I think it was Mr. White, wasn't it?
Yo, Walter.
Great show. Walter White. Dissembled. If Arsenal really want Martinez, we would.
Why
Why
would you
would you
involve
involve?
Bellerin?
Yeah. And I asked that question, I think, in the last couple of days. Are we going to get anything? And they're just make weights. We're just going to be literally getting Bellerin off of our books um,
Yeah,
to make these deals happen.
that's what
Take
we've been
Bellerin,
doing.
bag of
just
chips.
take him. Take him,
Evening chat
please.
from Russ. We
Just
we
seems
are
like
look,
all we can do is perpetually loan these players season
Clap.
after season instead of selling them.
we are lucky Werner couldn't score. Right now. Yeah, Timo Werner is costing us more keeping them than holding us back. League positions every year. Just get rid of them. Um, Steven says, "Stop shouting white. My neighbors will think you're my supplier." um, so the starting lineup, Mahir, did you see the game?
I managed to watch some highlights because I think at that time, I mean, I'm still recovering from a little bit of a flu, so
Mhm.
don't mind my voice if it's a bit deep and seductive, guys. Don't get too excited there. But
Tony
yeah,
did.
I saw the goals. That mistake. I mean, Ray, Tony, guys, are we so with the same squad, right? We haven't even been able to eliminate individual mistakes because it's the same. Oh, it's the same people. It's Bellerin and Xhaka.
Yeah, listen, it's the same usual suspects. Uh,
Holding, Bellerin, Zaka.
I'm gonna roll Bernd Leno in there because he's the one who's instigating some of these pass outs from the back. There's at least two occasions, Tony, where Bernd Leno put players in very difficult positions, and one time he actually passed directly to a Chelsea player late in the second half. Um, you know, I'm waiting. I'm waiting here. I mean, I'm not happy. You're going to hear a little bit of a monologue from me today. I'm not happy, but the real season starts. I'm going to get pelters for this probably. The real season starts in 10 days from now, on the 13th, 12 days from now, the 13th of August. So that's when the real business starts, and Arteta's not going to have a lot of leeway here, um, with the way things are shaping up, Tony.
Yeah, we don't look very prepared. We haven't got enough business done yet. Definitely haven't dealt enough of our dead weight around or players that we wanted to sell to help fund people like Zaka, Beller, and Niles. Probably Nelson. You can throw Eddie and
Oh my
Kitty in
God, could
there.
have
None of
gotten
those
rid of them
players.
all, Tony. Could have gotten rid of them all. Could Nelson just go, Willock, Newcastle, Xhaka, Roma, um, Holding somewhere, I don't know, wherever, Chambers, wherever. And then you bring in all these players that you want to bring in. I know we're focusing on midfield, but I mean, even Max Aarons, for example, would have made us 100 million times better. Maneuvering a deal for Bellerin if it's to loan him out for the last 2 years of his contract and just get rid of him for free. What the hell ever. Xhaka just go to Roma for 15, 10 million. I don't care. Just go. It's wages off the books. And then you can go and say to a player like Max Aarons, yo, yep, there's a spot for you. There's a spot for you, fam.
Uh,
As
is
Doc is
Gary,
already on 110,000.
is Gary
Looking
Yep.
too
at
angry?
extending him for two
Gary,
years. More money. Makes no
so
sense.
Russ is
No
asking, is
sense.
Gary too angry to come on? No, Gary's probably not very happy right now, but he's in the middle of
Gary's chowing down on lobster in Maine.
he's moving his daughter into new digs in Maine as a student in
Gary's our
college.
main man today.
Um, but yeah, he's probably checking out some lobster while he's doing that up there in Maine, New England. The lobster's good up there, so he's probably partaking of some of it. You know what I mean? Who have Arsenal brought? Who will improve the team? This squad is midfield. This squad is midfield heavy. I think we're midfield light, and I think that impedes us. Maybe some people want to sell Joe Willock. I think it stops us from selling Joe Willock. You
Uh,
know?
Joe
Yeah.
Wilk. Joe Wilk scored today, but we didn't have VAR, so a goal didn't count.
Yeah.
I think he needs to be part of us.
I didn't see what happened immediately. I had to wait for the replays off of the stream I was watching. Um, Great shot from Joe Willock, and he actually
Mm-hmm.
has continued scoring. 7-7 for Newcastle, and he's continued with Arsenal with another goal. But you're right, Tony. Um, it's going to be an adjustment for us going from the Euros, where you had competent refereeing, back to the Premier League, where we're going to suffer with the men in black.
Yeah, hopefully Arteta has plans for Willock. I think he's fits our system the way we want to play. Zaka kills with system because he kills with tempo. Willock increases the tempos, cutting in the middle, helping get the ball up to the attack. I think he fits what we need, but Lego Man doesn't seem to agree. And like you said, the referees are our enemy once the season starts. Even here in preseason, we're getting screwed over. So
Yeah,
same old, same old.
my
Same
here.
old, same old.
Yeah, same old. And it doesn't seem like, if you think last season we were just unlucky, the referees screwed us over. We were unlucky. I don't like the way this is trending for this coming season as well. It's going to possibly continue. We're going to have goals ruled out, and we're going to have goals against us kept. That should be chalked off. As Steven said here, after watching the games, like, please, F off. We have too much trash in our squad.
Absolutely. 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 And I don't think Bullock is the only player who can score from midfield.
Yeah.
It just shows you. It just shows you because we take 2 steps forward and then we take like 20 steps back by Miss Melina. Stephen, assembled, all my guys, all my Arsenal fan circle family in the chats. Big up to you all. Much love. Yeah, but like I'm saying, it's ridiculous, man. You go and get youngsters who are not going to start. You make a big name signing, Ben White, who could possibly flop really hard, which I am terrified of happening. And you let go of players. You keep rubbish. You let go of the few players with passion that actually want to do something at the Arsenal, which is Saliba and even Guendouzi. And you keep all this other trash around, and you just renew. I hope that I pray that they don't give Bellerin and Xhaka contract extensions. Because if so, guys,
Yeah.
strap in your seatbelts. It's about to get really nasty, like
Well,
the
my
nastiest
my
we've
ear,
seen.
whatever about Hector Bellerin, hopefully he can move on. It does look like at least the official line is that Granit Xhaka is going to get, and I don't know why he should get an improved contract. He's shown that he wants to stay at the club. What does that mean, my ear? It's the same
Means
old
he's good at
football.
licking Arteta's balls. Is the only
Yeah,
thing I
it's
can
the
figure
same
out.
old
Yes,
football.
there we go. That's the brutal and honest truth.
He's disrespecting the young players, and he's cowering to these senior players who supposedly train better. They're there longer. They're there earlier, um, and Arteta seems to be enamored by their experience.
And I don't know if you guys heard what Rob Holding said as well. Rob Holding was asked. He was asked. He said, Do you guys ever think that you want to aspire to be like Chelsea?" And he said, "No, we do not want to aspire to be like Chelsea."
Mm-hmm.
Like Rob Holding, you Man United supporter, you also fuck off. Never good enough.
As Steven said, at least our Arsenal ladies beat Chelsea 2-1. Big up the ladies
I
showing.
still can't believe there are people that want Holding as captain. I've never made any
Oh
sense
my
to me.
god.
No.
Oh, it's the same
Um,
people that back Granit Xhaka. Same people.
Andre Marner not giving Arsenal a goal. Shocker. I think Arsenal gives Steven Tourette's swearing all the time. If we
Don't
keep
worry, Stephen. We're the same.
Tony, if we keep this squad together, it's the perfect excuse that they can't sell, which means no spending. But these players will be loaned, which leaves no time for buying. It's a vicious circle right now.
Yeah, it's just kind of the same old thing. We see these players year after year. We loan them out. They come back like Lesniak. Now we're just started with Bellerin. We can't seem to sell him. We have to loan him out. Just makes no sense why we can't get rid of any of these players besides the stupid high wages that were given to them 3 or 4 years ago.
My hero Russ said Xhaka did show why he's so important today. He weighed in with a goal.
Sorry, I'm just gonna laugh. Sorry, Ras, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the
No, I
comment.
mean I don't know if Russ really believes that. He might be a little bit tongue in cheek there. Might be
Yeah,
just
I think he's being sarcastic.
being a little bit.
In which case, yes, we are laughing quite hard at that one. I pray, Ras, that wasn't any little bit of seriousness because no, but I'm sure you're joking. So
I think he is. That's how I go on
I
every
don't
time
think he's.
I
I don't think Ras is like that, eh?
think of our results, says Stephen. Stan the man is in the house.
Yerp.
He's moving house, and Stan the man is in the house. Gunda, don't forget William is still here. Oh, you
Oh
want to
my
get fired up more?
god.
The Assemble wants to get you fired up a little bit more. Uh, why wasn't
Woo.
Balogun given a run out, but Nketiah and Bami are ahead of him? Pretty full. Tony, no place even on the subs bench, and you could field a lot of names on the sheet, but Balogun, Fuller and Balogun was not on the subs bench today.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like these games are the games you
Tony.
expect to see the youth. I don't think he's good enough for us right now. He needs a loan. He should have been played in the cup games last year, gain experience. Instead, it was the back and forth of his contract. He was barely featuring for under 23s. He definitely needs a loan to probably a championship team would be the best for him. But I
Yeah,
wasn't.
listen. As much as I would be wanting to be selfish, and because we're going to need goals in this team, and I don't know where Aubameyang's going to be. All these preseason games, no goals from Aubameyang. Lacazette is showing up, but Lacazette can't carry the full load. And Nketiah is there.
We got Willock that can score.
If he plays him, we got to play him. Gunda, the more our players speak, it makes me want to punch the snot out of them. I'll go to jail if I ever bump into half of them, says Steven.
And I pray that you give me a call. I hope you give me a call, Stephen, when that happens, because I'll be riding alongside you. And I'm not coming with fists. Believe you me, I'm not coming with fists
Hey,
and feet.
hey. It's all good. It's just
No, I'm
preseason.
not. Listen here.
Mahir's going in with 2-footed challenges against all of them, right in their Achilles.
All of them. Like, you want to take a picture with me? No. Slide. Slide on that concrete.
Arteta and Eddie were crying tears of joy when Xhaka scored, an excuse for them not to get another midfielder. But also, Lumber Camp, that may be true, but now we've got an injury to Partey, and if that is not an excuse for me to press a panic button somewhere and go and get at least another midfielder to help overcome those problems, Tony, then what's wrong with the club if we can't go and get a midfielder?
Yeah, that should be an automatic buy button for Basuma because Party really isn't essential defensive midfielder to begin with. We need one. Torreira can play that role, but he's never played there, so we'll loan him off to someplace else instead of selling him. Since we just can't get rid of players, we just keep shipping them around, moving them around.
And I don't want to hear about a silver lining. I'm never going to say it's a silver lining that maybe Partey got injured. We don't want that.
But
no.
It means Zaka stays instead of us going out and signing Basuma because that's just the way we are under Arteta.
Stan is keeping his nerve as well. As he said before, he's seen Arsenal have stellar preseason, beating teams 4-0. Then the season starts and we're terrible. So maybe the opposite could happen. We've been terrible in preseason. Just a couple of dead weight behind closed doors wins, facile wins against championship teams. A defeat and a draw up in Scotland, and now another defeat today. Well, look, today was always about the run out. What's more concerning for me is what's a little bit more concerning for me is the thought process of Arteta. Granit Xhaka is up for sale. He's told Arteta he wants to stay, fight for his place. We've given him more money and a longer contract, and he's back in the team at the first opportunity when there's an injury. He comes on. You know?
But that's what I'm saying. It's never going to be good enough. We're just going to, like I'm saying, the season's about to get nasty. Really nasty, fam. Not only have we got no midfielders, really, aside from Partey. We even Eddie Nketiah, not to even get started, but we must have players like Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah is supposed to be nowhere in the Arsenal. And same with the likes of Willian. And same with the likes of Rob Holding, who's a United supporter. And I don't know. Yeah, man.
You remember Rob Holding, United supporter. Brownie said friendlies are pointless apart from getting match fitness. I agree with that. The issue is Arteta reverting to type. When you go through the team here, okay, you got Holding in there. Ben White will probably assume the starting role against Tottenham now. He's had the second half of that game. Elneny partnering Partey, and then he's gone back to Aubameyang on the left or right in the first half. It seemed to me, Tony, that Aubameyang played a lot of the first half on the right-hand side, and he's never really been comfortable there.
Yeah, he never looks like he fits there. He's the best being on the left, cutting inside.
Hmm.
shooting with his right foot, trying to get it inside or kicking it to outside of a goalie. That's basically all he can do.
Last time, Tony, last time I saw Aubameyang on the right side was the first half against West Ham, first 30 minutes. We know what the score was after 30 minutes uh, at West Ham, right? Last season.
Yeah, it just didn't work. I don't want to see it. You want to you put Nelson there since it's preseason. You can put a lot of people there. You don't put Ubo over there on the right. It doesn't work. It works on the
Reassemble.
left. It doesn't work in the middle. Only place it works is the left. And when you get Saka back, you get Pepe going, you get Martinelli going. There's not a place for him in the team.
Hmm.
So you go looking
Reassemble.
at Chinese clubs, hoping just give him a free release and hopefully they'll pick up his wages.
The assemble said, Stan, what was last season's preseason like, and what was last season like? You can only go with what's happened before. Um, it's very, very mixed. The assembled the second part of the season was very, very good. I, for one, are hoping that we continue that trend and we actually start a season in good shape. Because Arteta's head's going to be called for by the end of October, I believe, if he doesn't hit about 20 points after the first 10 games. Uh, Molina said here, Leno, Tony Leno is still playing out from the back like last season is concerning. Also, with Holding playing out of position too far forward, causing our midfield to be exposed. And that's kind of how the first goal came, right, for Chelsea.
Yeah, Holding never seems to have a positional awareness. He's kind of like Mustafi, just ventures too far off or too far to the side, not where it needs to be. We haven't seen enough from a new goalkeeper coach. See if he's going to keep doing all the little short passes back there, which I hate. Just kick the fucking ball out, get it down the field. Because Leno was good at that before.
Yeah.
I'd
I,
like to see it again. It
I
picks
don't
the
feel
pace up.
comfortable. I don't feel comfortable watching Leno play out from the back. We midfielders know to press, especially Granit Xhaka now when he's receiving that straight ball 10 yards outside the box from Bern Leno. It's a situation that we got caught in a couple of times. We'll go through the game in a little bit, sort of play by play.
Do we
Uh,
have to?
Yeah, we'll do a light go through because it'll be preparation for the season. It's kind of our style. We go through what happened in the game. Um, Russ Morgan, this is exactly what we were talking about yesterday, Tony. Other clubs know we're in a desperate situation, Tony. They lowball us for our players as they know we are desperate to get rid of them. We have players on high wages, getting old and aging, and some people will say we've protected Xhaka's value. But how have we done that, Tony? We've given him an increase, and he's only going to start getting older now as the years go by.
He's past his prime. He's been with us 5 seasons now. Haven't made the Champions League since he's been with us. He still makes the same mistakes, still gets the same yellow and red cards. None of his games improved. He's just that average player. He's not good enough for us. He needs to go. Why pay him more? Makes no sense. I just don't know what him and Arteta have going on. Besides, I said ball licking's the only thing I can think of. Licking ass, something like that. I just nothing on the football pitch or nothing off the
Nothing on
pitch
the football pitch.
is enough reason to give him an increase or sign him for
Um,
another 2 years.
my here, Steven's talking about Aubameyang and how he hasn't gotten off the scoring charts. He hasn't started scoring yet. Are you worried about
Um,
Aubameyang into the season?
nope. I'm not worried.
You're
Preseason is just
confident
like pre. I think Brownie said, or somebody said, it's just warm up.
about fitness.
It's basically warm up. Nothing to get worried about. But At the same time, you do want to see sort of how the chemistry is going to be in the upcoming season. And like certain things you see will obviously going to make you panic because you've got the same players in, same old BS, same old bullshit, same old individual errors, same rubbish players that should never be at our club in the first place. And yeah, I think that's about it. But I'm not worried. I think Aubameyang is gonna come right. Just watch the space, guys.
All right, so we're up at cruising altitude now, Tony. The airline, the airline is up here. This live stream is
You
on
can put
air.
your trays down, enjoy your food, get a
If
drink,
you have
turn
a
your cell
boarding
phone
pass,
on.
validate your boarding pass here and slap that like button on the video. Would be much appreciated.
No free
Lumber Camp,
passengers here.
no freeloaders. Lumber Camp said we're absolutely screwed without Partey. Sambi's the only good midfielder we've got left. We'll be 6 points behind the leaders. 3 games into the season, it's that bad. I think against Chelsea and City, they're tough games, so I think we can take something from those games, Tony. But he's right; we could be 4 to 5 points behind the leaders after 3 games. We do have a difficult start.
We don't have as difficult start as City and Chelsea do. They also have Champions League to go play. To
Mm-hmm.
me, it's very worrying having no depth in midfield again.
Mm-hmm.
We're stuck with the same players that Arteta doesn't want to play. We're going to be having El Saka, and Sambi, and that's just not enough in midfield. Like I said,
No, no, we got to go press
over
it.
a year and a half ago, I asked for 3 to 5 midfielders. We still haven't got it. We
Not even
sold
one.
we sold Glenn Doozy.
We
Sounds like we're
we
gonna get
don't
rid of Willock.
we don't
We're
have
gonna get
enough
rid
depth.
of Ceballos went on loan. Odegaard went back on loan. We're just shorter on players. We need them in defensive midfield. We still need central midfield. We need attacking midfield. We just need depth everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Everywhere.
I mean, to safeguard against the Premier League referees who are going to hand out yellow cards to us, we're going to get suspensions. We're going to have injuries, like Stan said here. Partey not being lucky with injuries since he's been with us. Um, you do know our new keeper coach has no arms. Well, that's how he's got our players playing like. We can't rely on Partey, I'm afraid, and this is why we do need to go out. Um, In terms of Abu Diaby having injury problems, Partey seems to have the same case of Diaby-itis. Um, I hope that's not the case, but you know.
I don't like that term. I don't want anybody else to have diabetes.
Leno looks like Bambi on ice playing out from the back. Terrible. Leno's decision making playing out from the back is terrible.
Shocking.
Um,
He just doesn't have the communication skills to do it.
but
I think
yet,
it's the main thing.
Gooners get irritated if you mention Emmy at all. You know what I mean? I know that's the past. I know it's history, but we made the wrong choice. And Arteta's going to die. He's going to live and die on a couple of these hills, Tony. It's going to be Granit Xhaka Hill, or it's going to be Bernd Leno Hill. But he's gonna die on one of these if he doesn't get his act together in terms of what he's doing at the club.
Yeah, the worst thing possible would be starting a season as Willian as a 10, Zaka back there as our central defensive midfielder, which he never
With
has
El
been.
Nini.
And how
Now,
many?
remember last season, Mahir, we called them the sons of Arteta, and we said the ratio it cannot be more than two of the sons playing in the team. We can maybe overcome two bad players in the team, but the idea this season, Tony, was to actually get a very, very strong first 11. I know Gary's been harping on about that. We need a strong first 11.
Yeah, we need a strong first 11, but I still think depth's more important. Looking now, Party's out. Who do
Mm-hmm.
you put in there?
Yeah,
Sambi?
Sambi, probably, yeah. Uh,
And then again, if you do that, you're applying too much pressure on a young guy again to come in and perform straight away,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, he
simply
has the
because you need
talent,
him.
but just that's too much pressure for him too soon.
Yeah, as Tony's saying, we believe he has the talent. He's got that mentality, man. Here, he was captain of Anderlecht under Vincent Company, and he has been recommended by Thierry Henry. But we relied a lot on Bukayo Saka and Emil Smith Rowe last season as well. It should be our pros, the season pros, the ones that should be carrying this team. Stan said I was going to get this season's home shirt with Partey on the back, but I don't want people thinking my name is Thomas.
Do you know who's the Thomas? Do you know when I hear the word Thomas? Do you know who I think of? You guys know Rosetsky.
Thomas Rosicky.
Oh man.
I'm looking at
Oh,
older Ziki right now. Older
oh
Ziki needs to go
man.
get a haircut.
Me. Me.
Man.
Leno looks like he's on ice. Crystal meth. Um,
I
No,
can't
like
believe
Bambi
Ray
on
picked.
ice, guys.
I,
Bambi on
is
ice.
anyone shocked Ray picked the number 7? If he had to pick any Arsenal shirt number, he picked
yep.
7. Guess
Yep.
why?
7.
Because of Rosicky. People saying we their
Best.
value are backward. They're devaluing the club. We are getting worse with them. Those players ain't going to get no better. They have to get rid and upgrade. That's really the I believe that the club knows they need to get rid. I don't want really excuses. I'm going to use excuses right here.
Nah, look. Do you know one other worrying thing I wanted to mention to you guys was, we don't have a backup keeper either. So if Leno gets injured, we are yo. I
We
don't even
have
want to
a
think what's
family
gonna
keeper.
happen down the line.
That's who as our backup maybe. Gunda, Aubameyang can score as many as he wants. We have to defend and create goal-scoring opportunities. We can't
True.
do it. We're not good. We're not good. We've gotten a little bit better defensively. We've set a target of I think 40 goals against last. That's something that we need to improve on because the best concede 30 goals in the season. I'm not saying concede 30. I'm saying 35 could be a target. But we do need to increase the goal scoring opportunities as well. And we're not able to. That's a little bit more concerning to me, Assemble.
Because we don't have.
We don't have
Because
a
we just
midfield.
don't have.
We can't give a ball from a defense to the
All right,
strikers.
listen. We've talked about the negative stuff a little bit. Stephen here, I swear to God, you guys depress me. The more you
Sorry,
talk,
Stephen.
the more we
Sorry,
realize how,
Stephen.
how effed we are. Listen, I'm
And
going to
and
give
that's with
you
Rainbow Ray at the helm.
I'm going to give you some things to cling on to, Stephen. And I really believe this. We finished last season pretty well with largely the same team. You've added Tavage, who's a good left-sided. I like the way he shaped up today. He was one of the positives. Um,
Yeah.
Pepe had a break out toward the end of last season. Pepe is going to have an amazing season. He's probably going to be our goal getter, goal assister, goal involvement forward. Lacazette's going to be Lacazette, but I do think Emil Smith Rowe and Saka will break it as well. Stephen.
Yeah, to me, I think if Party gets 30 plus starts, he gets around 15 goals, around 15 assists. He'll be close to 30 combined for us, which we need.
So
But we
look,
still need that attacking midfield. We need that central defensive midfield. And now with this Party injury, is Arteta to take the easy road and sign Zaka? I sure of hell hope not. Need to go out and get Basuma and get somebody that we can count on back there.
so yeah, for me to be upbeat, I think we have the ability to continue what we did toward the end of last season, and the last half season we were comfortably fighting. We would have been fighting for top four, Tony.
Yeah, we did that the season before, and we were in 15th in November. So it's kind of, you never know what we're going to get with Arteta. We get
Oh,
going on a roll. He makes some stupid things, sticks with the same players. We get in trouble. get injuries, Smith Rowe comes in and saves us. It doesn't seem like anything Arteta actually, any of his tactics or anything he's doing saves it. It's just luck of players getting hurt and everything else.
Mr. Bungle said, "Bloody hell! I've caught you at a reasonable time zone. We would have went to look maybe 2 hours earlier. I had to with one of the cars that the wife drives. So, yeah, this is the Sunday hour.
Ray was playing with jumper cables.
Yes, I was.
We're not going to say
United
what you hooked them up to.
hooked them up to the car batteries.
Are
You
you
know
sure
how
you
it
did?
works. Yeah,
You
you know
want to
how it
tur-
works.
You need to torture Arteta.
So, Mr. Phil, we usually go into the morning hours, 7 p.m. UK time, as the season kicks into gear on Sundays. But yeah, Sundays usually you can catch us at the reasonable hour. We've been going a little bit earlier on Sundays just because of summer and wanted to do things later in the day. Obviously, Thursday night is the one that you're going to watch on playback. If you can't see it live, watch it on playback. We should be in your viewing order. If you don't see us live, watch us on playback. So
Yeah, we'll go for 3 or 4 hours. One of these nights we'll probably go 6, 7 hours. Just have a marathon.
uh,
We
so
had a
Tony,
matinee Thursday. Seemed to go well.
Mr. Bungle and Mr. It's nice to hear that.
Yeah, we
Um,
miss you too, fam.
yeah. Listen, we got a goal down, Tony. Um, through that goal from was it which one was it again? Zaya
Havertz.
Havertz scored. Shy Havertz scored. A great bit of play from Chelsea, taking advantage of Rob Holding stealing up the pitch a little bit.
Yeah, I always doubted Holding's ability. He's going to be a starter for us. I really don't think he should be at the club at all. I don't think he's good enough for be a squad player. I would sell him or send him out on loan.
And Arsenal,
Tony, I'd also seen him on loan, a permanent loan. Guess where to? Bolton, where he came from. Go back to Bolton, new Man United supporter. I wanted to just refer you guys to what he said about us not wanting to emulate Chelsea. What? So you don't want to emulate being the champions of Europe? Ah, you weak mentality. You are a weak mentality player, just like Belland, just like Xhaka, and just like Xhaka told us to F off. You guys, all three of you, four of you, William included, Eddie Nketiah included, all of you guys need to F off.
Yeah, none of those players say things you want to hear from a leader. Just weak
But
mentality. That's why we need to get
absolutely
rid of more of those players.
stupid
Keep
stuff, man.
signing these 23 to 25-year-olds that will go out and fight. But unfortunately, we seem stuck with these players because
Stuck with
Arteta
them
won't
all.
let them go. We get offered 40 million for Zaka. I know Pereza kill me for keep mentioning it. And now we're gonna
for
extend him for
2 years.
2 more years, up his
Now,
wages. He's already on
and
110,000.
in
Makes no
December,
fucking sense.
Tony, in December, 2 years, we were offered 40 million for Granit Xhaka, and there's two ways to look at it. You're proud of the club for making a stand in terms of wanting that 20 million for Granit Xhaka, or like Sam has said, just go of the extra 2 or 3 million and see the door, drive him up. Doing that now here, and move on in our midfield, bring in the players we need, because surely we're going to go out and sign someone. I'd be shocked if we don't sign a midfielder in the next 7 days, Tony.
I would be surprised if we don't. We definitely need to. But like I said, I'm really doubtful now hearing what Arteta said. Here it was Tuesday. Deal for Saka was ready to go. All parties were agreed. Then here it comes out Friday that we're considering extending him, signing him for longer. Makes no
Steven said,
sense.
"Did you see the players' heads drop when Bellin gave that goal away? It was really shocking from a professional player right here to play that ball directly to an opponent. And secondly, no Arsenal player beside Tammy Abrams when he received that ball.
I do not want Tammy Abram. I do not want any more Chelsea rejects, please. These guys are not good enough, man.
What do you believe is the best formation here for our midfield to use as they can't defend both?
Not the one we're using.
Jack Wilshere has been on the hybrid squad. I do recommend watching that. It's a good podcast. He said Arsenal's problems throughout the years, even when he was in the team, they never really kicked on, even though they had great players like Alexis Sanchez. The problem was they were always caught in transition. They would lose the ball and not be able to get the ball back right here. So like we could neither defend or attack for the last 5, 6, 7 years. What do you think is the best
I
formation?
disagree with that because we had Carzola.
We
We
did
had
have
Rosicky.
Zidane, but
Both of them were good at that.
wasn't. He worked well with Coquelin that year, but that was 2016
But there
as
was a
well.
simple solution to all of this. I'll first answer the question. What do I believe is the base formation? Base formation. Um, I would say 4-3-3.
So
Right?
you and Tony agree with that. I think Arsenal have always played 4-2-3-1, and for us to transition to a 4-3-3, it's going to take some creativity out of our team. Who's going to be our creative players in that formation?
The way I'm looking at it
Smith
is
Rowe and Willock or
there
whoever
we
we
go.
signed.
Smith Rowe, Awar, Bazuma. So it's I
Because in
think
that 4 3
Neves.
3, you're keeping one player deeper than the other two. The other two's playing box to box straight and
Okay,
stuff,
okay.
cutting
Yeah,
in and
yeah,
out.
exactly. It's that two from 4-2. So that 3-3, it would be 2-1, and then the rest. I mean, the rest of the attacking force. And like Tony just said, you could use any two combined with Partey, even without Partey. Like for example, you would put a James Madison and a Bazuma and an Awar. That's that's the 2 and the 1 and the number 10, basically.
Hmm.
And then you've got Saka. Remember, you still got Saka, you still got Emil Smith Rowe, you've still got Martinelli. Just alone those three that I'm mentioning, and you've got those three as well that can play left, right, and central. Ah, fam, like
Our
we can
players
just dream.
our players can't even get the base right. Clueless, my here. It doesn't. We don't
Yep.
have the cohesive unit. Um, okay, so Emil Smith Rowe in the first half he hits the upright. A good shot from just outside the box. A little bit unlucky there, and we go into the second half. Pepe, I thought Pepe had a very good second half. Tony,
And to answer Steven's question real quick, Martinelli's with Brazil in Olympics, so he's not there.
Oh
he's
yeah.
not. He's not
Damn
actually
it.
starting. He's not starting many games. So, you know, probably I don't know. It can be a good thing or a bad thing for Martinelli. We probably would want him to be playing a little bit because he didn't get a lot of playing time at the back end of last season. So
Another mistake Arteta makes because he's such a clown.
he's with the Olympics.
Yep.
Steve Denham, novice manager. Looks what happened when Chelsea sacked Fat Frank. 3-4-2-1. That's Tony. Arteta isn't the man. We're in context here, my here. It doesn't look like we have the players with 12 to go this season. So we go into the second half. Pepe, I think, playing quite well. Um, Zayek,
Ray's having bad satellite feed on your airplane.
Zayek, am I breaking up a little bit?
Yeah, you've been breaking up the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Wow, I haven't noticed it on this side.
It's getting worse now.
Great, just like Arsenal. Ziyech,
Uh,
Ziyech went through on Berlin. Berlin misjudges it. He gets past him, and Ben White gets back to block. I mean, that's an opportunity. Chelsea probably should have scored. Ziyech just put it in the net. That's all he had to do, and he didn't do that.
yep, squeezed it right over the bar.
65 minutes. We're talking about Bernardo. Tony passes Granit Xhaka. Xhaka's under immediately. So this is hard attack from Bernardo, who should know better now. He's been with Arsenal how many years now? 3 or 4 years.
He's
Um,
been there 3 years. Like I said, he's a good stopper, does everything else you want a goalkeeper, except the communication sucks. He doesn't lead the back enough. That's why you need somebody like Gabriel back
Doesn't
there
distribute.
and Tierney back there to help because he can't do it on his own. And with Holding out there, Holding's always out of position. Zaka's out of position, making stupid mistakes. Same old, same old. Just Arteta keeps trusting our own players. I'm trying to come up with something positive, but it's just hard.
Nah, Tony, I don't blame you. I'm the exact same.
Stevens.
Ray's either
I
frozen or in deep thought.
As Steven said, Ray's like Arsenal. Pay the Wi-Fi, buy the players, spend some money. Yeah. I understand. I understand people trying to buy the game.
Ray went with a $35 internet plan instead of a $65 plan. Come on, Ray, catch up.
Nah, frozen. Our host is frozen. Oh,
here.
he is.
Put money in the slot, Ray.
Don't know. I'm sending it through now.
I think I'm back. We're back on. So, yeah, look, in the 67-minute, Tony, Emil Smith-Rowe, something that I saw was very positive here. He drives forward from a central position. He feeds Pepe a short through ball. And this is the kind of creative play we need through the center. We haven't seen this in a few years.
Yeah, we haven't seen it. We can see it. Arteta put the right players out there. Pepe's creative enough to be out there. I still think he's better out on the left than he is on the right. I'd flip him and Saka. You put Smith Rowe a little deeper on the left. You put somebody like Odegaard on the right. You have a very creative team. Players that can overlap. Switch up the formation. And hopefully we can get a player that can score regularly besides Lacazette. Uba can't score on the left. He does nothing in the middle. And he's totally worthless on the right.
Russ said, Ray's on dial-up by the looks of it.
Yeah, Ray's back on his 56K modem.
Someone get me a fax machine. Steven said, the missus is on the
That's
bike.
why we have signed players. They're using Ray's fax machine.
She stopped using the bike, Tony. That's what happened. That's what happened. Gunnar Glenn, good to see you, Glenn. Good to be back, gang. I had to have a great summer. The weather was amazing here for a change. Yeah, I've heard back in Ireland the weather has been pretty good the last few weeks. Hopefully things brighten up with Arsenal and we actually start signing a few players. The big takeaway from today was Partey's injury. Partey was one of the best players on the field up until his injury, and a few other players separated themselves. Pepe, Emil Smith-Rowe. But would you call anyone else, Tony, as hadn't played today for Arsenal?
Yeah, you kind of cut out there. Party was really good. Hopefully it's just a light ankle sprain. It seemed like one of the games last year. It looked like a bad injury, and he was back fairly quickly. Hopefully, that's the case this time, and it's not something long term.
Assembled. What I don't understand is how Arteta goes into press conferences and try to make out everything is part of a bigger plan. We are blessed with sight, and what he says does not correspond with what we see. Exactly, exactly right. He's always trying to put a spin on it. What, just tell us what we see, Mikel, because we're seeing something different on the field, and you can be a little critical as well of the players who need that
Yeah,
criticism.
he doesn't build up the players that need build up. He builds up the ones that don't need build up. And to me, he's totally a bullshit artist. You never know what to believe what he's saying. I don't know if he believes what he's saying. He just talks good. He doesn't execute his plan, execute what he says. We don't see what he says. I don't know if he's in some alternative universe or just reading too much of his own Lego binary. He just ain't doing what he needs to do right now.
As Glenn said, there's a picture of Partey tonight in a restaurant not limping. We do hope that that is true, and there's going to be a scan tomorrow. Irrespective, Glenn, we do hope that Partey is going to be fit and ready for the first game of the season. But irrespective, we do need to go out and get our best done. Go get some midfielders. Tony says we've been divided midfielders. I like players. I'd like at least two, a midfielder and a striker. I think we have to do something, put some pressure on our strikers. Balogun could and probably should go out on loan. Um, like I said, Tony, 67-minute Neil Smith Rowe engineers the chance for Pepe. A couple minutes later, we get that corner kick. Granit Xhaka has a free header from a corner, and you just know what we all know what we were thinking, right? We're we're
Don't give him an
celebrating.
excuse to keep him.
We're celebrating because he's an Arsenal player. He's wearing the shirt, but we're thinking, okay, here's redemption for Granit Xhaka, at least temporary redemption, Tony.
Yeah, everybody wants us to win, like the goal, but didn't like who scored it because it gives him more of a reason to stay. In Arteta's eyes, he can't do anything wrong. I don't understand at all why he's offering him a contract.
Mm.
I don't know if it's
Did
him
you see
playing a
how?
game with Jose or not. I don't think it is. I think it's a genuine. He likes the player. It doesn't seem like he wants to go out and spend money for a central defensive mid. Besides Sambi, Sambi's good, but he's isn't good enough right now to be a starter in a Premier League. And
Your whole
hopefully we go out and get somebody like Basuma. Instead, we're going to be stuck with Zaka and Malvini.
There's so many, Tony. The right Basuma Neves, Awar, Madison.
the links are all out there.
Oh my God, there's
Uh,
so
Mar-
many.
Martinez from Inter Milan. I know that's
Oh,
going to be
that
difficult,
also
difficult one.
Lautaro.
Balotelli, Martinez,
Yeah.
Diallo,
Steven said,
Nito.
You
here's
guys want to know something weird? It's not that it's weird, but how are these granites? How is the Xhaka sexuals? Uh, is what I refer to them as. How do they support this guy if he's such a shit footballer? He has one good performance in 50 games or 40 games, and they're like, oh, whoa, he's the
we
answer to our
um,
midfield problems.
yeah, Maher, we have to get to the point
Oh,
where we bring better players in, and by doing that, Granit Xhaka becomes like a James Milner at Liverpool, and you don't see him as
I
much.
wouldn't even have him as a James Milner.
Yeah, you
He's
don't
not
see
even
him
on
as
James
much
Milner level.
in the team, or maybe the Jordan Henderson in a year or two from now. His influence has gone down a little bit. Um, So here's the thing. Do you think, Tony, that maybe Partey was being a little bit cautious and Arteta was being a little bit cautious? Just safeguarding, taking things easy so he's ready for the start of the season. As Steven
Well,
said, fake
Arteta
injury.
said it looked like a bad injury, so I don't really know. It doesn't seem like he's just trying to rest him or build
Shaka.
him up for the regular season. It seemed like
Yeah.
Arteta actually thought it was a bad injury.
Russ Morgan said Arsenal have a history of not being able to deal with simple injuries effectively. And until we change that around, um, it's going to be same old Arsenal. Uh, Abhijit Sharma, good to see a new name here. Poor Lewandowski, sincerely deserved Ballon d'Or in 2020. Sad for him. So, not actually sure about what's going on with Lewandowski. Anyone know?
Nope.
Tony will do a quick Google search.
Nope.
I'll do a quick Google search here because I'm not sure what's happening with him. He just didn't. He didn't win the Ballon d'Or. You think that's what it is? But good to see you, Abhijit. Let's see what's going on with Lewandowski. Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Only thing I
So,
see is Lewandowski staying for 2 more years.
what's happening?
And he's staying for 2 more years.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he scored a lot of goals in his career. That's for sure. Um, so my here, Granit Xhaka scores that goal. It's kind of funny. It is kind of funny, and where he's not going to score if he plays the whole season. He's not going to score. Lewandowski off to City.
Apparently, I heard Lewandowski will cost whatever club wants him at about 50 mil. So like Chelsea were looking at him over Haaland. Haaland is going to cost about 150, and Lukaku is also going to cost about 100. But the nice thing I heard, guys, is that if we get Lautaro Martinez, right,
Mhm.
it Inter Milan wouldn't have to sell Lukaku anymore, which means if Chelsea don't get Haaland, that's that's it for them. A strike or bust.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. And
the
Holland's
only little bit of good news, guys. I'm just trying to cheer the guys up, saying I know we
there's
talk very
strikers.
depressing and stuff, but yeah,
Hopefully they're nice
could
to
be a
us after we
double.
give them
There's
Hector.
strikers out there everywhere. Ensemble said, I think the Partey injury will more than likely keep him out until November. At the earliest, Arteta has the perfect excuse again. We haven't got my team as Partey is injured, but we've got Xhaka. I don't think those excuses are going to fly anymore in Ensemble. He'll be
Not with fans in the stands.
he'll be
Sure, fans in the stands.
he's got 1.5 seasons behind him. Can you believe it's been a year since we won the FA Cup? 12 months ago, exactly to this date, we did beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final. And I know this is a preseason
Ah,
game, but it just does seem like a lot longer than a year away. It's been a year, Mahir, since we were celebrating winning the FA Cup for the 14th time.
and guess what? It papered over the cracks long enough to see Arteta in as our coach right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think back, guys, and you know the funny thing is, many a years ago, Arteta was signed at this time during at this time he was signed in Wenger's reign. So I was just thinking back now, what if Arteta hadn't signed for Wenger? Would he be anywhere near where he is right now?
Yeah, and
I don't think
originally that's
so.
who he wanted then. He wanted more control, so he didn't take the job then.
No, I mean,
Oh,
if Arsene Wenger had not gone and gotten Arteta, I think in 2012 it was the great supermarket dash. Go get some midfielders, go get some defenders. In 2012, um, Arteta would have stayed at Everton, and he would have probably be in the he'd probably be in the Everton job right now. I hear. So yeah,
can't don't do it, Tony. I know you got a time machine somewhere. You lend it to me. Then we can go
Uh,
back together and go make sure
I'll
that he
send
stays
it
at
to South
Everton.
Africa real
right,
quickly.
so I'm at the point here where Granit Xhaka has scored from a free header. It's 1-1. Immediately after that, we make substitutions, Tony. A lot of players. I'm not worried about who comes on. Well, only the one I'm worried about is Bellerin because he passes that ball inside to Tammy Abrams, like we mentioned earlier. Uh, a really ridiculous goal to give away, and these are these are not goals that are going to be given away in the regular season. This is something that only should happen in preseason games, Tony.
That should happen, but Arteta, he plays with Mustafis, he plays with Luiz's, he plays with Zakas, he plays with Bellerin's, but he knows it has those mistakes in him. And guess what? They make them every 3 or 4 games. They might look good for 1 or 2 games, but they totally screw it up by making those boneheaded mistakes that no professional player should be making.
hmm Sam Allardyce tried to sign Lewandowski for Blackburn, but he went to Dortmund instead. He tried to buy Alonso from Liverpool, but Real Madrid came in the last minute. That's how Arteta got there. Yep. And Alonso would have been a transformative signing for us at the time. But
Oh my days, I forgot about that. Xabi Alonso.
Xavi
Who
Alonso.
phoned him? Who phoned him? Somebody phoned him.
Arsene Wenger inquired about him, but he eventually went to Real Madrid.
No,
So close.
Fabregas. Fabregas was the one that said
Yeah.
about that. He said, and Alonso was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go to the Arsenal," and then there was no bid or anything for him, and he just
It fell through. Yeah.
Talking about time machines, we could go back 5 years, spent 4 million less, and get Conte instead of Zaka. Who was in charge of that decision?
there we go.
Gunnar Glenn. Gunnar Glenn. The time is up for Bellerin. I think he's going to go this summer. I do think he's going to go. There's no way.
He's a go this week, I guess.
Yeah,
If
I
what
think
I'm guessing.
I think I've got way more hope of Hector Bellerin leaving than Granit Xhaka at this point.
Oh.
Um, Bellerin needs to go, but we will give him a new contract if nobody else wants him. It's comical. I think Hector Bellerin will leave. I want to just say that. The Cronkies, Tony. And Steven said he'd put us on his tablet as well. Surround sound, baby. Double trouble. Um, okay, 2-1 to Chelsea, and I'm thinking that's kind of the way it's going to end. On 78 minutes, there's some good combination play. This is Aubameyang's free header. We don't need the blue room yet. We didn't win.
Will did get a goal though,
The
even though
blue
it didn't
room
count.
only comes out when we win, I hear.
No, excuse me.
Uh, if you're in a blue room, you should be cold as ice. And Aubameyang was not cold as ice when it came to that free
No.
header. Tavares, it worked a good opportunity on the left. Aubameyang was involved in the build-up play. Tavares puts the cross in, Tony, and Aubameyang misses a free header right at the end.
Yeah, just continues his poor form all summer. Like I said, we need to go looking for a striker. We need a world class striker, and we need a young striker, somebody like Edward, because Balogun isn't ready. Eddie isn't good enough. We need to be in the window for strikers because I don't think Martinelli can play there, but he's not an out and out striker, and it doesn't look like Arteta's playing him there.
We
Just like I
scored.
said, Luba's form's been horrendous. I don't see it changing around. We screwed up by giving him the 350,000.
We scored something like 55 goals, and we do need at least another 10 goals this season. Um, and I'm just worried that our strike force will not do that for us. Maybe the goals are going to come from midfield. Gunnar Glenn said Cedric could be on the way to Fenerbahce. Go and get Max Aarons. Mayer, one of the things, and you're having your own disco here, without the music, of course. one of the things Gary and I, and maybe Tony and I have been going around on is, I think, I'm not sure where Tony stands on this, but Joe Willock. I think
You know
people.
where I stand. I like Joe more than you do.
So you want him in the team, right?
Yep.
Okay. I
I
think
want, like I said, a 4-4 or 4-3-3.
4-3-3.
Him, him,
Gary wants.
whoever,
Gary wants to get.
Odegaard, Smith Rowe, whoever more advanced.
I think Gary wants to cash in on Joe Willock. I've always maintained if you give Joe Willock a run in the team, he will score goals for you.
Yeah,
I
look
hear,
what he did when Emery was there. Emery played him. I think he
yeah,
got in
he got 4 or 5.
unsettled when the players dropped tools.
He got about
Emery
6
got
goals that
sacked.
season.
He didn't look the same after that. Then Arteta never played him that season. He didn't play him last season. He goes out on loan, scores 7 goals. Arteta says he's in our plans. But, like everything Arteta says, we never see what his plan is.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, it was Niles was in his plans. He didn't play at all. Then got loaned out. It just,
Same with Nelson.
I
So
don't think he ever had any plans for Nelson.
I have seen this link for
Uh,
Cedric Fenerbahce, so definitely if that happens, we're not going to rely on Bella as backup. We need to go get a Max Aaron. If that guy with the handbag comes back, I'm going to put my arms out of the bottom of my shorts, legs, and take them up the street. I'd be surprised if Aaron's comes to Arsenal. If he did, I'd worry about his decision making, an important ingredient for a defender. Reece
Yeah,
Nelson.
I used to be hot on Aaron's, but every time we've played him, he's looked bad.
Mhm.
I don't think he's as good as people build up to be.
I don't
I
think,
think it,
but I the same thing about Tavares, and he seems to be doing quite well in the time that he's done what he's had with us, Tony. So, but I agree with you. I'm not really enthralled by Max Aaron's, and I don't think there's great right back options out there. Reece Nelson could be to Vieira. Um, I'm interested. Meyer, what's your take on Patrick Vieira at Crystal Palace?
wow. Well, I really hope you
say
guys
Selhurst
succeeded.
Park. Say
Selhurst.
Selhurst
Yeah, I
Park.
hope Salas fuck yeah. I hope he succeeds over there because as we do know that he's a proper legend. If you guys want to know what a proper legend is, there we go. That's it right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And in regards to having the youngsters around, I love when we have a difference of opinion because I personally don't think Reese Nelson and Joe Willock are. I know they're better than Al Nini and was probably better than Ceballos and Odegaard and stuff as well, but I just feel that it's time that they need to go hone their craft at just at a permanent club somewhere else, just not by us, unfortunately,
Okay.
because they've
I
always been
think
mishandled.
if you put Joe Willock in the team, you give him minutes, he's going to score goals for you. He scored a goal today. It just wasn't given. If this was in the Premier League, that goal would have been reviewed and it would have been given because it clearly crossed the line. Um, really, the result today should be a 2-2. I know we deserve to be beaten. Chelsea had a lot of very decent chances as well, and presentable chances.
Yeah, we just had a lot of stupid defensive errors that cost us. Like I said, poor communication back there. We need Gabrielle back.
What
And
is going on with Pereira, Tony?
there really hasn't been any word on him. He wanted to go to Boca Juniors, stay in South America. Other than that,
America.
we haven't heard anything. So I don't
We
know if
have
we're going to keep him or.
we have an unhappy player who doesn't feel at home in England. He wants to go back to Boca
Yes,
Juniors.
Dad, we know the right backs that you like.
Sorry, Lamptey, um, at Brighton. Yeah, so I think ultimately Torreira is going to end up in Italy. He's going to find the club in Italy. I would think his agent is working towards that. Why can't a defender defend and a goalkeeper keep goal? All this multitasking isn't great. Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah,
Uh,
we definitely need our goalkeeper to be like an old style goalkeeper. He is not good at building up play from the back, and I can see further issues for us.
And that's what's funny. Leno was great about kicking the ball up to the midfield. If you have two attacking minded midfielders up there, good things are to happen. But instead, we kick a ball around the back. Either Leno makes a mistake, one of the defenders, and there's an easy goal for the opponents. Just
Ferreira
keeps
wants
happening and happening. I don't know why Arteta keeps insisting and forcing things that doesn't work. Last year, he had a system that we didn't have the players that fit it. He went away from a back three, which we had the players that fit that system. And now he insists on playing out from the back. And because of Leno, we can't really do that. He needs to be kicking the ball deep. We need to go out there, try to get the ball, get tempo, go score. It isn't that
I
hard.
think what happened last season with Burnley, he had a lot of mistakes in Europe, and then one or two things creeped in the Burnley game, especially. Since the Burnley game, he was instructed not to play out from the back. We went a little bit longer, and I think we're going to have to do that as well.
And
Uh,
we looked good those 3 or 4 games we tried that and we
mm.
went away from it.
And then obviously had a very very bad blooper with every home, the ball going through his legs from his shoulder, which was another nightmare result for us. Torreira wants to play in South America, but clubs there can't afford the asking price. Most likely will end up in Italy, I would say. As Gunnar Glenn said here, Leno was wobbly today. I'm not very worried. We do have a goalkeeper. Maybe he isn't very high on confidence. He's not good at doing the things that we're going to ask him to do, Mahir, playing out from the back.
we had so many options. We could have kept, like Steven said, how do they not learn from their mistakes? If you put your hand over a fence and a dog bites you, you wouldn't do that again. Or our players so thick that nothing else sinks in.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
My hair's
that
looking
nothing
like an
sinks. That's
Indian
funny.
troll doll.
Yeah, man, my hair's a bit of a mess. Fam.
We can see
What
it.
did I want to say to you?
We can see it in the contrast against the light of the wall behind you. Did you see? Say hi to Charlie Harris for you. He's watching Prison Break.
Yeah, man, you guys are funny.
Did
But
you
like,
see?
yeah, man, like, what can we do? We got rid of Martinez to bring in Leno, and now we want to sell Leno, and we don't have a backup. We sent Matt Macy went to Real Sociedad. Onana is signing for, is it Inter Milan or some other club? We couldn't get that deal done. Ranison was a waste of money, waste of time. That happened, and we were linked to Aaron Ramsdale of all people, and this other keeper, I think Johnson, Sam Johnson or something.
All right, Dave. Thanks for joining
Absolute
us, Dave.
bollocks. Dave's, what up?
What are we going to do against Liverpool this season? We're going to beat them. We'll take 3 points off them, right, Mayor?
In our wildest dreams, yeah.
It's possible. We're going to play Brentford away from home. First 3 games, Brentford away from home. Got to get 3 points there. The other
Mhm.
two, we can take one win from either of those two. Chelsea
Yep.
at home or City away from home. That'd be big if we could get a win. I know it's very optimistic. Uh, that's what Arteta should do. Play to our strengths so that he has the players capable of playing how he wants our players and play out and our players suffering. Uh, Only touch that stuff, half the players would be in the barn unit. Uh, Dave's watching.
Burn unit, not barn unit.
The what unit? The
Burn.
burn. The burn
Burn
unit.
unit.
All
Burn
right.
unit at a hospital.
All right. So listen, if you're here, please slap a like on the video on the live stream. We're just about done here with this one. Um, Willock should have scored
Time to
that
fold
goal.
up your trays, put your drinks away, put your cell phones
We'll
away.
be landing shortly. We'll be landing shortly. Willock did score that goal, and that's something Willock is very good at, coming on to balls. A great play from Pepe, who drew the goalkeeper out. I think there was some very, very bright moments from Nicola Pepe in this game. Um, he could be our shining light this year, along with Neil Smith Rowe and Starboy Saka.
Yeah, I think
Then, once again, Leno plays in the back in the 85th. Gives the ball straight to Abrams.
Did somebody call me? Playing a pass to who? To me.
No,
Mr.
no,
Abrams.
Tammy Abrams, not Mahmoud
Oh,
Abrams.
oh, sorry.
Thanks, thanks, guys. Massive pleasure. Can't wait for the season to start. Um, Listen, we can be all. We are disappointed in the result. The result was not the main thing. I said that before. I'll say it again. The main thing for me is watching Arteta, and this is a little scary, that he's still the same Mikel Arteta that we know of from last season, Tony.
I'm still waiting for your monologue.
It was my monologue is kind of interspersed in between, so we'll save that for Thursday or something like that. Steve,
I thought
he
I
has
was ready to hear you go off about him and keeping Zaka and what you really thought. But instead, you're the brown nosed little Uncle Artie one more time. Get him up free pass. Shame on you, Ray.
my only hope, Tony, is that we're trying to play hardball with Roma, and they will come and put the money down, and they were
Who's
trying
that
to
be our Obi-Wan Kenobi?
put one over on us. Our only hope is Emil Smith Rowe, right, or
I
Basuma.
think it's a player we don't have.
Basuma.
Either a Basuma or a really good attacking midfielder, one of the two.
Or both.
Or a striker. I'll go for a new striker.
Okay, so what's going to happen in the next week? We play Tottenham. We play the Shite next Sunday. Where
Yeah,
are we?
hopefully,
Where are we a week from now, Tony?
hopefully Bellerin's gone. Other than that, I don't know if anything's that happened. Hopefully we make some concrete offers. Hopefully we get a midfielder in before next Friday. I'm not sure of the chances of that right now, since little Lego man's back on the Zaka train. He needs to go. We need 2 or 3 midfielders. Hopefully we get one in this week.
Gunda, we love you, bro. Chin up, son. That's nice. Steven, big up yourself as well, Steven. We need a
Hi,
proper manager.
Ryan.
We need a proper manager that doesn't bottle selling Granit Xhaka. It seems like a never-ending nightmare, Ryan and Tony. We celebrating that Granit Xhaka is
40
leaving.
million euros to Hertha Berlin, Ryan. I just keep saying it. I'll keep saying it until Zaka's gone.
And you're gonna wait until he depreciates to these 4 million euros, not 40. You know
Makes
what?
no fucking sense.
My only hope, as I said before, is that we start building pieces in midfield. We got to go get a couple of players now. We're gonna have a week till we play the Scum next Sunday, and the results of these preseason games does not matter one bit. It's the actions and the way it moves now in 7 to 10 days that's going to tell me everything. So nice of you, Ryan, to stop by. Hopefully, Kane is going to City by Sunday. We'll see what happens. It looks like Jack Grealish will probably be going as well. All right, Tony. Yeah, Aston Villa, Mahir, spending the money that they're going to get from Jack Grealish.
Yeah, did they spend it on
Bailey.
Bailey? Yeah, they got Bailey in. So
Bailey
hopefully
and
that'll be exciting for them to watch,
They got the 2B there, Bundia and Bailey. And then Jack
Wow.
probably going the direction of the City.
Yeah, they spent their money before they got it. something we should do, but we never seem to do.
Um,
Hmm.
we'll see what happens. Ben White, he's probably going to play next weekend. We'll bet in a little bit more. We got to cut out these mistakes that we've had this past game and through the preseason. But
And hopefully Gabrielle is back quickly so we don't have to see Rob Holding's bald head anymore.
Or
Saka's going
Chambers.
to, the word is Saka's going to come as soon as well. He's almost done with his holidays, much needed holidays. I just don't know how quickly the Arteta is going to try and force him back onto the pitch, Tony, and he needs probably a little bit of a rest. A consequence of a good player playing for an international side again. If we are to become a good team again, we need more and more players that's going to be playing with international teams.
Yeah, with Saka, I think we can rest him, play Pepe over there, play Smith Rowe on the wing if we need to. I don't think we need to rest Saka back. He needs a rest. He's been playing constantly for 3 years.
All right, so listen, we'll leave it there. Thanks everybody for watching. That was Tony. That was Mahir. And we are out of here. We'll catch you guys next time. And Mahir, thanks for joining us also. Raging Demons here and right at the last second. What's up, guys? It's a yeah boy
Yeah,
from
boy. Yeah,
Arsenio.
boy, Arsenio.
We know you. We
I
know
just
you,
wanted to
Arsenio
send
Manga.
I just wanted to send love to you all. And yeah, man, we love you guys and appreciate you guys all. And up until the next time, I mean, it was fantastic being back with the panel. And until the next time, we'll see you guys, man. Pick up, my guys, and ladies as well.
Of course, of course. Um, catch you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Um, preseason, it's bad. The what's happening with the club is bad, but it was just the performance. Um,
Yeah, hopefully next week when we're back here on Sundays, hopefully we have a lot more positives to say. Hopefully Arteta starts seeing the wrong of his ways, which looks doubtful. Hopefully the players go out there and save him. I still think our saving grace is to be fans in the stand and drown out the barking orders he's always doing and micromanaging the players. Let them do what they do the best, be natural, go out there, use their instinct, play football instead of being micromanaged by a Lego haired guy on the sideline.
so listen, Arsenio and everyone else, thanks for joining us today. We are going to be regular as the season goes on. It'll be 7 p.m. UK time. Ray Anderson asked me, he said, "Don't you know I don't live in the UK?" I said to him, "Well, I just use UK time as a reference point for everyone to know what time we're going to be on. I know there's different time zones
Raising Central Time,
for
like Tony.
everybody. I notice, Ryan, tell us what's Russ saying. Tell us what you really
Tell
think
what
about
you really think of Arteta.
All right. So listen, that was preseason. We lose to Chelsea. No Ben White to start with. No Bukayo Saka. No Gabriel. No partner for Partey. No Partey. He's injured.
Yeah, if Party
So
didn't get
I'll
injured,
leave
he could have got with Tony Don Juan.
leave
Nobody
this.
deserves it besides him.
I'll leave this thought with everybody. We need to go into the market and go and get at least two players. I want to get a striker and I want to get a midfielder, at
Yeah,
least
we need at least four, Ray.
at least four. But I'm talking two to start with. You know, we want to see something in the next set. Go out and buy someone, Arsenal.
I'm
Thanks
okay
for
with two more before the season starts, then two more
Two
after
more
the.
before the week is done.
I wish we could get two. I would still be
Arsenio.
happy to get Bellerin out the door this week.
Arsenio said I'll definitely be around on the next stream, bro. Just had a lot to do today, so I'll be closer to 7 p.m. UK time as we settle into the season. Thanks for watching, everybody. Slap a like if you haven't already. It does help us grab a few more subscribers and add to the community. And much love to you, Mahir. Uh, took a lot for you to come on with us tonight. I hope it's helped you a little bit to talk about Arsenal. And I know
Definitely did.
it's been a hard time for you the last couple of weeks, but we're all here for you.
He's
And
doing better. He has the blue light on, smiling, laughing. He needed it.
your cousin,
Yeah,
your cousin's
direct
watching over you.
line, no
Your cousin,
disconnections.
well, Mayor, your cousin's watching over you, and he'll be with you. You know that.
I
Uh,
just hope his cousin gets rid of Zaka. That's his cousin's only job.
I'll talk to him tonight. I'm sure he'll be able to work a plan there.
all right, we're out of here. Until next one. Everyone, be safe out there.